Question number 101. RAG system retrieves irrelevant historical data during queries. How should the engineer improve the relevance of the retrieved documents? A. Filter based on keyword matches in query. Option B. Apply timestamp based filtering to execute outdated documents. Option C. Increase the document chunk size to improve the coverage. Option D. Retain all the documents regardless of each. Option A. Filter based on the keyword match query. This is a basic keyword filtering to rigid and misses the semantic matches, not the best approach. Option B. Apply timestamp based filtering to exclude outdated document. Yes. This is the most effective here because problem is especially irrelevant historical data filtering, right? So filtering by the relevance ensure only the relevant and up-to-date document will be retrieved. So yes, option B is the correct. Whereas option C, increase the document chunk size to improve the coverage. Larger chunk may reduce the retrieval quality, but doesn't solve the problem of the irrelevant document, right? Because irrelevance due to the outdatedness. So option C is also incorrect. Whereas option D retain all the document regardless of the age. This is the opposite of to fix it. It will be the worst issue because we are not having take all the document if we can have to access a proper document and have to filter the outdated documents. So this is not the way we can do it. This will uh, also reduce our performance. So correct option is option B. Apply timestamp based filtering to exclude outdated documents. Question number 102. A generative AI in India starts with the designing a RAG system for retrieving a technical documentation and generating user-friendly response. The user report that the some response include irrelevant detail. What should the engineer prioritize to improve the system? Option A. Increase the model temperature to reduce the redundancy. Option B. Fine-tune the model on the technical query data. Option C. Refine the retrieval strategy by filtering result based on the irrelevant sources. Option D. Use the summarization model to simplify the retrieval result. Or in option A, increase the temperature of the model. This temperature control randomness, not relevance. Higher temperature often makes the response more creative and not more relevant. So option A is incorrect. Whereas option B, fine tune the model on the technical query data. Fine tuning help the domain adoption, but it would not solve the root problem of the irrelevance retrieval. Right. Whereas option C, uh, fine tune the retrieval strategy by filtering result based of the irrelevant sources. This is directly target the problem. Irrelevant detail are coming from the bad retrieval. So improving the retrieval filtering, for example, metadata and semantic similarity, re-ranking is the best approach. The first step we can implement so that we can refine our is- document, and this is the good strategy. So option C is the correct. Where option D use the summarization model to simplify the retrieval reason. So I can tell you here what is the summarization model. Summarization might hide the irrelevant detail, but noise is still present. Right? There is more of the band add and fix than the addressing the core issue. So summarization will not work here. So correct answer is option C. Question number 103. A generative AI engineer must implement a guardrail to prevent an AI chatbot from leaking sensitive customer information. What is the most effective approach? Option A, reduce the token length of response to avoid the exclusive detail. Option B, enable temperature-based randomness in output. Option C, relay the user feedback to detect sensitive data leakage. Option D, use prompt-based filtering to detect and block the sensitive data during the inference. So option A, limit length does not guarantee to prevent the leakage, right? So the model could still leak sensitive data in short rest. So option A is incorrect. Whereas option B, temperature control, again means in previous question I also explained temperature control the creativity and randomness, not safety. So option B is also incorrect. Whereas option C, feedback is useful for the post improvement, but it is not the proactive guardrail. So feedback is not work here. Whereas option D is the correct because guardrail is the typically implemented as a filter. So detect and block the sensitive content information. Question number 104. A generative AI engineer must deploy a simple chain using LangChain to enable document retrieval and summarization. Why is the LangChain well suited for this task? Option A, it enhance security for the sensitive data by encrypting model output. Option B, it automatically fine-tune the model for retrieval-based tasks. Option C, it reduces the computational cost by optimizing embedding. Option D, it provides modular task tool for connecting retrievers, embedding model, and language model into unified pipeline. So, the option A is enhance the security of the data. So LangChain doesn't do the encryption. That's why outside of its scope, right? Whereas option B automatically fine tune the model for the retrieval based task. LangChain doesn't fine tune the model. Remember always, neither LangChain do the encryption, nor LangChain do the fine tuning, and nor LangChain doesn't optimize embedding. Right. So option C also incorrect. Whereas option A, B, and C in option A encryption saying that LangChain do encryption. LangChain option B it's saying LangChain can do fine tune. In option C it's saying that LangChain optimize embedding. So what exactly LangChain do? LangChain exactly help to connect the component like LLM to embedding, retriever, and summarization into a workflow, right? So the correct answer is option D, that it provide a modular tool to connecting, retrieving, modeling model and language model into a unified pipeline. So that is the correct work of the language. So correct answer is option D. Question number 105. A generative AI engineer must implement a guardrail for the chatbot handling the sensitive customer data. What is the most critical step? Option A, shorten the response to avoid excessive detail. Option B, train the chatbot on a smaller data set. Option C, enable the unrestricted response generation. Option D, filter response to detect and block any potential private data. So, what is the question asked? Question asked that you had implemented a chatbot in which guardrail is implemented. So, guardrail is main task is the security. We guardrail is type of the validation which validate the sensitive information and stop to leakage. So if we see the option one, shorten length, so length control doesn't prevent the leakage, right? So option A is incorrect. Whereas option B, train the chatbot for a smaller data set. Data set size is not main issue. Sensitive information, as I told you, that the guardrail is used to validate the sensitive information and stop the leakage. Right. So option B is also incorrect. Where is option C? Enable the unrestricted response. This is opposite of the guardrail. Right. So option C is also incorrect. So correct answer is option D. Filter the response to detect and block any potential private data leakage. So correct answer is option D. This is the correct approach of the guardrail. Question number 106. A generative AI engineer is tasked with the designing a system for generating personalized workout routine. The system should consider user goal, preference, and activity history. What is the most effective pipeline design? Option A. Use embedding to present user inputs semantically. Option B. Use a classification model to categorize user preference. Option C. Use a rule-based system to map into the predefined workflow. Option D. Use LLM to generate workout routine based on input supported by the retriever for the user activity. So, in this question asked is generative AI engineer is to design a personalized workout routine. And what we have a user goal, preference, activity list. Basis of that, need to design a effective pipeline design. So option A is the helpful. Use embedding to represent the user input semantically. It's a helpful, but embedding alone doesn't generate the training, workout routine. So too narrow. Whereas option B is the use classification model to categorize user preference. This only brackets user into the group, not true personalization with the history and all, right? So option B is also incorrect. Whereas option C, if we will see, then user rule-based map system to map into the predefined workload that is rigid. Lack of adaptability doesn't leverage the generative capability, right? So option C is also incorrect. Whereas option D, this is the best approach. LLM generate the workout based on the input supported by the retriever activity. So LLM can create the flexible user-specific routine while retrieval ensure the personalization like history, past performance, preference. Right. So correct answer is option D. Question number 107. A generative AI engineer must control the access to deploy a model serving endpoint. What techniques can they use to ensure secure access? Option A, restrictive access to a specific IP address but skip authentication. Option B, deploy the model on private network without additional access control. Option C, implementing API key authentication and role-based access control, that is RBAC. Option D, use a public endpoint with a shared access key for all the user. So what is the question asked? Question asks how we can use which technique we can use to secure access. Right. So for securing access, option A restrict access to a specific IP. This is IP restriction alone doesn't enough. So no authentication means it's not secure, right? Whereas option B deploy the model in a private network without additional access control that limit expose but still risky since no authentication or authorization are there, right? Whereas in option C, there is the implement API key authentication, role-based access control, best practice, enforce the authentication API key, OAuth, rollback, ensure the authorization user to access and perform action, right? So correct answer is option C. Where is option D? Use public endpoint with the shared access key for all users. That is the weak security key sharing, no peer-to-peer user control, right? So option D is also incorrect. So correct answer is option C. Question number 108. A generative AI engineer must choose an LLM for a customer support chatbot. The chatbot should balance the performance and cost while handling common queries effectively. Which metrics should guide the selection. Option A, latency and inference cost per query. Option B, model size in terms of parameters. Option B, blue score for the text generation. Option D, token limits of the LLM. So what is the question asked? The question asks, uh, a generative engineer have a customer support chat, right? And have a balanced performance and cost while the handling a common query flow. So which metrics should selection guide for selection? So here option A is the latency and inference cost per query. That is the perfect one, correct one, because this directly relate to the performance, means response speed, and the cost effective, means per query expense, right? So perfect fit for the customer support chatbot. Where is option B? That the model size in terms of the parameters, bigger model is not necessary that always better. Size alone doesn't measure the cost performance trade-off. Right. Where is option C? Blue is for the text. Blue is the for only for translation quality, not for the customer support design. Right. Where is option D? Token limit of the LLM. This is used for the context size, but not the main decision metric for balancing performance and cost. So correct answer is latency and inference cost per size. Option A. Question number 109. A marketing agency need a AI tool to generate regarding headline for advertisement. The headline should target a specific demographic like young professional or retires. What should the prompt include for best result? Choose two. Option A, provide few short example for successful headline. Option B, avoid specific tone to encourage creativity. Option C, use a generic prompt like write engaging headline for ad. Option D, specific the tone, target audience and desired outcomes. For example, write a headline to target young professional, tone for the professional and motivating output, highlight the career growth opportunities. So what the question asks? Question asks you what should the prompt include for the best result? Best result prompt we have to decide and we have to choose two out of the four. So one is the provide few short example for the successful headline. Yes, this is the correct one. Few short prompt improve the quality of the showing AI goods output look like. So option A is the correct one. Whereas option B, avoid a specific tone to encourage creativity. No, wrong here. If you avoid tone, the output becomes too generic and unforced. So option B is incorrect. Whereas option C, use generic prompt to write engaging headlines for ad. Two words would not align to the target demographic, right? So option C is also incorrect. Where option D is specific tone, target audience, and desired outcomes. Yes, this is the best practice. Giving the clear instruction about the audience and tone, and the goal lead to the trailed and high quality of. So option A and D is the correct. Question number 110. A generative AI engineer is designing a Python model to process financial data with pre and post processing steps. The model must clean the input, perform predictions, and format result for user. What workflow ensure this functionality? Option A, skip post processing and return raw model output to user. Option B, directly input raw data into the model and rely on the post processing for the cleanup. Option C, apply prediction first and handle pre and post processing in a separate pipeline. Option D, pre-process financial data and apply the prediction model and post-process output into the user-friendly format like JSON. So, what is the question asked? Question asked is a AI engineer have some financial data and what the step he should include during the model processing and model he have a Python model and pre and post processing steps what it should be include. So there is the two types of steps. One is the pre before processing the data, and and another is the post. Once processed, then what outcome should we will get. So both pre and post both are steps very important. So in option one, you can see skip post processing. Raw output is not user friendly, right? If we skip the post processing, so raw output is not user friendly and it's fail the requirement. Where is option B if we see directly input raw data into the model and rely on the post processing for the cleanup? Wrong, because input must be clean before the prediction. So where that I was trying to say in earlier before the question start that what is the steps we need to follow, that is the pre and post processing. What input we are giving, that is the some in steps, that is the pre processing part, and what output we are getting, that is the post processing. What output we are getting, for that there is a few steps also. So pre and post both are the important. So option A and option B both are the incorrect. Now come to the option C, apply prediction first and handle the pre and post processing in separate pipeline. Still incorrect because prediction should not come before processing, right? Once processing, then we can predict. So option C is also incorrect. Whereas option D, pre-process the financial data. Yes, this is correct. Apply the prediction model, correct. And post-process output into the user-friendly format like JSON. That is the proper and correct format. So correct answer is option D.